Hello everybody, and welcome to this Let's Play of Mortal Online 2. This is my gaming connoisseur, and this is my first video for this game, which I have been waiting for over a year, ever since Henrik announced it in February of 2019. Okay, so right now we're playing on the closed combat alpha, which is, as you can see here, the patch notes, which is patch notes is 0.0.0.1. Okay, so I just started playing this yesterday, and I'm really liking what I see so far. And so just to show you my graphics settings, so I have tried all the graphical settings at maxed out, maximum settings. However, what I've noticed is that the frame rates are not exactly that good, so I had to bump the settings down one notch. And so this game does appear to require, a more higher hardware requirements than Mortal Online 1. So just bear that in mind. If you don't have a high-end computer, you may have to reduce the settings down even more. Okay, so right now there's really not much to do in the close combat alpha, other than combat, obviously. And so let's just jump in, and I should mention that this is, the alpha build, so what you see here may or may not be representative of the final version when it is released. However, as you can see, the graphics look pretty good so far, so I can only imagine that it will get better as time goes by. Okay, and so this game, as you may or may not know, is a one character per account, and so it is unique in that way. Alright. Okay, so so this is the outskirts of Fabernum, and so when I first logged in, I chose Fabernum as my starting location. Now the first thing I did was leave town because there was a lot of players running around, and someone did say on the local chat that practically everyone is in Fabernum. It seems like Fabernum is the favourite place to be right now for a lot of people. And I do have to say, the ambience is fairly nice. Okay guys, we're back. The game just crashed on me just now, so I've had to try and log in multiple times. This game right now is very, very buggy, so you may experience multiple crashes when you're playing this game. But hopefully SV, hopefully they can fix these crashes soon, so that you don't get these unexpected crashes, especially when you're in the middle of combat. Okay, so we're near Fabernum, so we're just gonna take a look inside the stables, and you can't use the ladders. Okay, so I'd imagine that next time when the game is fully released, this is where everyone's going to get their mounts, and possibly this is where you can buy mounts as well. I don't know whether SV has plans for that, but yeah, it's the stables. Alright, so I'm not gonna go through there because in case I get jumped. Yeah, in this game you have to be slightly paranoid as you travel, you need to. If I was a player, it's a priest. Alright, so that's just explore Fabernum. Yeah, maybe we can find a few fights, find a few players to do PvP with. Yeah, the frame rate is dropping as you get inside the town, but it is still hovering around 30 frames per second, so oh, nice. These are okay, so I presume that this is where you can loot gear, you know, if for some reason you're naked. So it seems like in the inn, the frame rate drops significantly. I don't know whether it's due to the lack of optimization or something else, but yeah, the game, yeah, it's very early stages. This is like the first patch after the alpha was released, so yeah, you do have to expect yeah, so as you can see, as you can hear, the music is directly the same. You know, it's directly from Mortal Online 1. Okay, so this is the paper doll for your character, and so if you chose the Syndremic Knight, then this is the gear that you start with. Alright, so none of these things work yet, and I've decided to change my name to Ligorius when Mortal Online 2 releases. Yeah, my main character has been Tigers all along, but for Mortal Online 2 I've decided that I'm going to go with a fresh start, so a new character name. So it seems like there's not that many players in the game today. But I suppose that's to be expected, because right now there's only maybe only a handful of people who have the key to the close combat alpha. Oh, this is the, okay, so this is the, test how fast you can destroy all type items with the correct directional attack. Okay, well let's test that. Oh. Okay. Okay, about 50 seconds. So yeah, the combat is more or less, from what they've got in the game so far, it seems to be more or less identical to MO1. So you've got directional attack, and same with blocking. So if you look in the center of the screen, there's a dot, and you'll see that thing, next to the dot there's like an arrow that points to left, right, or up. And so depending on where your mouse moves, it will change direction. So if it's pointing up, then you'll do an overhead swing, and swinging from the left and right, and blocking left, blocking right, and blocking up. So it is more or less identical to Mortal Online 1 with what they've got in the game right now. It's still very bare bones, but yeah, so far it seems like they're trying to keep everything as close to MO1 as possible. Oh, so there is water. Okay. No, I thought they haven't put water in yet, but okay. So I think at some point they can they can add in water movement, the movement of water when you walk into it. And yes, you can see your body, so that's good. So yeah, I am liking what I see so far. It definitely seems like it definitely does look very good. And if I can find someone to PvP with, that would be good. I wonder where this leads to. Oh, this is the Fabernum Tower. Oh, you can't go in. Oh, actually you can. I thought there was an invisible wall. Yeah, it seems like it's been abandoned. So I would, oh, okay, so they've blocked it off. Okay. So I presume that the time setting that MO2 will be set in will be at some point in the future, because this tower wasn't abandoned before, but now it is. So I presume that at the time that MO2 takes place in will be at some point in the future. But yeah, definitely liking what I see so far. Hoping I won't crash again. Let's see. Wow. Well, this really goes for all. The landscape just stretches stretches as far as the eye can see. Yeah. Wow, this is. I love the fact that the world is so expansive. Yeah, with the power of Unreal Engine 4, I think SV has been able to create a much larger world. So I hope they stick with this, because this is what I really like to see in an open world hardcore sandbox MMORPG. Wow. Oh yes, this is what I love to see. This is exactly what I like to see in an MMORPG. Landscapes that stretch for as far as the eye can see. But if I fall down, I think I will fall to my death. So, but let's see what I can. I wonder if that leads to fate. I wonder whether that leads to Midori. Zigzag walking, as I did in MO1. Yeah, you pretty much have to carry over everything I learned from MO1 to MO2. And the fall damage is pretty pretty intense, you know. Now, can I get down from there? Wow. And I learned a new skill. So it does appear that that the skills are already in the game. It's just that there's just no way to access it, no way to see your skills at this present time. But yeah, wow, look at that. Man. It's a pity there's nothing, like there's no creatures or anything like that, but yeah, just being able to walk around is a visual treat for me. Okay, so this is basically, if you remember from Ep1, when you walk south, you'll encounter this big mountain, and so as you keep going south, you encounter the grasslands, and this is where you'll find the cougars and some bush pigs, dire wolves, and Mongol horse, wolves, and what else? I think you'll find belbuses. Yep, so this is where you'll find all those creatures. Yeah, you know, this is the kind of world where I don't mind travelling on foot all the way to where I need to go, because for a long time I've been wanting to play a game where the world is so big and you know, and it's just so expansive that really, you know, if you travelled from one town to the next, it would take you, you know, maybe an hour or so on foot. And for me, that's always been something that I wanted to see in a, you know, in an RPG. A world that is so big and does not have fast travel. And I'm so glad that it's remade the world as big as it is. For what I can remember, they said that Marlin will be 4 times the size of Marlin in Ep1, and it does appear that this is the case. I mean, you know, you could literally walk all the way to that point, to that mountain there, and it would take you a very long time. And so that is what I like to see in an MMORPG. You know, it might not be for everyone, but you know, for me, this is important, you know, to have a world that is big and big enough that you feel that, you know, you feel that this world is, you know, has big enough space that it will be, there's just a particular attraction to it for me. I don't know. For a long time I've always wanted to see something like this, and I'm glad that SV is finally delivering what I've been dreaming of. From time to time I have this vision in my mind of a world in an MMORPG that is so big that you would take hours and hours just to traverse it. Man, look at that. I've been walking for so long, and and there's still so much more of it. See, I don't know whether you feel the same way as I do, but personally, this is probably one of the aspects of Mortal Online 2 that I'm going to enjoy a lot. Okay, so it seems like I've run into an invisible wall. Okay, so yeah, you can't go any further. So yeah, that is an invisible wall there. So it seems like you can't progress any further. But I'm sure at some point SV will unlock more areas for me to. Yeah, so that is an invisible wall. Okay. Okay, so it's unfortunate that didn't come across any players today, but yeah, hopefully next time, hopefully we'll be able to meet some players and we can have a few PvP matches, since you won't lose anything anyway. And so this time I'd also like to just give a shout out to Crew and Bigness and anyone else who has a close combat alpha key. Hope that you are enjoying the game so far, even in its very bare bones state. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the game. Yeah, wow, look at that. Look at the details on this. Okay. That's a dead tree. But yeah. But on the settings that I've got, the game actually looks pretty good. It's actually better than I thought it would be. I've seen the screenshots and other people streaming it and playing it, their videos on YouTube, but yeah, seeing it for myself, this is brilliant. Okay, so I think this is where I'll leave it. Yeah, obviously the world is going to be a lot bigger when it fully opens in the near future, hopefully. And I can definitely say to you that this is one world that I'm going to enjoy traversing, even if it takes me a long time to get to where I need to go. But I am going to be enjoying every minute of it. I can tell you that for sure. Before I go, I want to say that one of the reasons why I love MO1 so much is because the time, the traveling was a pleasure in itself. Traveling and journeying in the wilderness was a joy in itself. And the risk of meeting a red or a grey, like a PvPer, was the icing on the cake. For me, just traversing through the world of MO1 was a pleasure in itself, and in MO2 this is going to be manifold more pleasurable. for myself, for me to be able to traverse this kind of environment. I think SV hit it right. They hit the mark in getting it exactly the way I like. Yeah, I don't know, it seems like SV has produced a game that I just happen to like so much, and MO2 appears to be exactly the way I want it. Yes, see, this is the kind of environment that I want to see. Yeah, the kind where you can see into the distance and there seems to be no end to it. So, okay, I want to see whether I can. Okay, so this is just. Can I swim in this? Nope, I'm just walking on water. Okay. Alright, so I think this is where I'll leave it. I'm going to be exploring more of this in my spare time, but for now, this is where I'll leave it. So thank you very much for joining me today in my first video of MO2, and I will be back with more videos of my travels and meeting up with other players, and so I hope that you'll join me. So thank you for watching. Please do remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video, and also hit the bell icon. This is Fun Game Connoisseur, and take care. Have a good day.